Everyone, please welcome Sarah Brightman. How are you? So wonderful to meet you. Sit with us. You know what? Your voice is gorgeous, but I have to tell you, you are as equally as gorgeous as your voice.
Okay? Very kind of
And I don't mean to embarrass you.
No.
But you're delicious.
Aren't I lucky today? I've got these two lovelies with me.
You know, can you give us a little bit of like some beauty secrets, or just even one beauty secret for all the ladies at home? How do you stay so gorgeous?
Get yourself a nice boyfriend.
There we go. What's that little color in your cheeks?
Probably why I'm late today.
I love it. You heard it here first.
You know what? Your music, it's breathtaking. It gives us absolute goosebumps. And like I said, Chris and I were huge fans.
We're going to gush a little bit. Let's just do it again one more time. We are huge fans.
And can you give us, I know this is like awfully cold to say, can you give us a little warm-up of how you get ready, I guess, when you start singing? Like,
do you mind doing that, or is that a little uncomfortable for you?
Actually, I was up really early this morning singing. I think I was starting my scales at 7 o'clock in the hotel, and I woke everybody up.
I wish I was there. Having a little concert right there.
I know, I'm not sure the next door neighbours did, but anyway. Yeah, I was singing Lucia at 7 in the morning, and I don't think it was much fun for them. But no, I won't sing now because I'm a bit husky.
Okay,
I don't want to give you a bad impression.
Okay, absolutely.
Another thing we wanted to ask you as well, you've been on the stage for so many years, and apparently you still get stage fright.
Is that true?
Is that true?
Well, yes, because actually, the longer you go on and the more you have a career, you know more of all the things that can go wrong. So you kind of got a shoulder of all what can go wrong. But of course, once you get out there, you realise that you're really experienced and you just get on with it. But that before, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, I love my career. It's amazing because it has all sorts of different sides. You know, you come on, you do a television show with you lovely guys. And then in this beautiful home, I have to say, you've got the most beautiful house.
I bet you.
It's one of the nicest. It is. It's one of the nicest sets I've been.
That's
really lovely. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you.
And yes, and on the other hand, you know, you're doing the television shows all over the world. You're traveling to all these different countries and discovering and enjoying all the different cultures there. And also all these big concerts I do in these arenas, and sometimes you're doing clubs. You're doing everything. So it's you actually get to a point where you feel, okay, I'm just going to get on there and do it and enjoy the audience and enjoy the music. And I've kind of got to that point in my career where that's how I feel. And I'm actually really enjoying myself now because I didn't for a long time.
Actually, there was a quote that you said in the past. I always used to be looking for answers. Today, I know there are only questions, so I just live. I love that.
Right.
What did you mean? What were you thinking?
I don't know.
Oh, you know, Sarah, I have to tell you,
I did.
You know what?
I must have had a tequila in Mexico or something.
And I was actually at the table next to you, and I overheard that. I think that was Stephen's quote. Anyways.
That sounds very esoteric there.
But it's great.
Because I'm really down to earth and practical, so it must have been a drinky day or something.
A drinky day. I like that, a drinky day. Well, that's all good. You know what? But you were even something that we read that you visualize a feather in your mind before you go on stage.
That was when I was actually working with a particular vocal coach at that time, and I think we were trying to get the voice forward in a particular way. It all sounds very boring and technical here, but it's also singers.
You say it.
And I think it's either you're pulling spaghetti out of your top of your head, or you're blowing feathers to keep the breath coming through and to keep the voice fluid. Little things like that. So it's probably one of those particular vocal coaches.
Let's talk about your CD. And you know, we've been listening to it quite a bit. We're absolutely thrilled that it's out. It's beautiful. But we also love the actual art, like, you know, all of it. This is like a magazine spread. It's so beautiful. But it's like there's a dark side and then there's this bright side, and this give and take. And then when you listen to the CD itself, it sounds exactly like what the cover is. There's this moodies, there's so much in the CD. Were you thinking about making it dark and light?
Well, the album actually took me around 5 years to make. And I wanted to take that time because, you know, often you make an album, then you do a tour, then you make another, and there's no time to actually experience anything in life, but actually should be going, all your experiences and thoughts and part of your soul go into these albums. So I took this time, and it was very interesting over that period of time how I changed and how different, sometimes darker experiences, not so positive experiences came into my life. And so I decided to make it a little bit more like our real lives, which has the negative and the positive, the dark, the evil, the bright, the dark, and came up with these visuals. And as you see at the front, she's running away. And when you go through the booklet, she goes through this, she's running away from something evil. She goes through this whole journey only to come back to the beginning again. And it's in fact very like many of our own lives. We create patterns in our lives and always go back to the beginning again and know that we have to find a way out. And that's what this is. And the music kind of reflect it.
It does reflect it. Yes. I felt that. I saw that. You can't help but talk about you and the inspiration, you know, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and being a part of that and being a muse.
I inspired him, my dear.
It's one of the big, that's it. You were his muse. You were his, you know, this was created around you and became one of the biggest, you know, of all time. I mean, how does that, to this day, do you still feel proud of that moment and that time? No, you know, he's one of the most talented people I know. He's talented in all sorts of different directions. Some you wouldn't even know about. He has certain hobbies that he's brilliant at, and maybe no one will know, but he's a brilliant man. I don't know, it was just during the 80s when he was writing Phantom, writing Requiem, writing Cats, all of those things, it was just a very creative time for him, and also for me, because I was much younger and sort of at the beginning of my career and very fresh and very vibrant, and I was learning all my sort of classical repertoire. And I think that probably because he hadn't been around sopranos, and I was around in the house just singing all these wonderful you know, arias and scales and whatever I was doing.
Just around the house singing some arias.
But it was a bit like that, you know, in his home, like this.
Yes, but it must be beautiful.
And I think it just set his mind working. He thought, I've got to write for this. I've got to do something to do with a soprano and the story and the drama of a soprano, and came up with Phantom and Requiem. And it's amazing because I went to see it a few weeks ago with my niece, I mean many years later, and I never got a chance to actually watch it from the other side. And it's a jewel. It's a jewel, that piece. It really is beautiful, yes.
But you're a jewel, and I think there's so many people out there. There's so many people out there that know that
you are lovely. I need to take you around with me.
We are gushing a little, aren't we? We are gushing a little bit. You know, you've sold 26 million CDs and albums around the world.
Actually, they say that, but I think I probably sold 50 or something.
50?
I'm showing.
Oh. I move into your house with you. I'll do anything.
No,
Houseboy.
No, the sales
I used to be a decorator. I can dress things up, make flower arrangements.
Well, you've been absolutely wonderful. We got to say thank you so much. And everyone in the audience today is going home with Sarah's new CD called Symphony.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come in. You're absolutely gorgeous.
Absolute honor. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
I need to get a little love. I don't care. Come on. Give me a little love.
Don't go away.